What? Sean, Katie, Sean. Right. Thor. Thor Love and Thunder. New trailer. Official trailer. We reacted to the teaser. And it was good. It was alright. A few things missing. But it looked, didn't look too bad. No antagonist.
No, we haven't seen Christian Bale yet.
No Christian Bale. And someone did say, to be fair, in the comments, they said they'll probably wait for this trailer. So I assume he's in this trailer.
It's not really something you reveal in a teaser, is it?
No. But I was right. That big white monster thing that we saw in the teaser, that was a god.
It was.
Yeah. So I suppose let's just watch, see what Taika Waititi's cooked up this time. Oh look! How many? We're going to see all the realms.
I don't know this out.
Yeah, I know that's not a realm. I know that's a sun, but you know. Yeah, let's watch. Play.
Kids, get the popcorn now. Let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odinson.
The space Viking.
He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the final time, Thor set off on a new journey. When he got in shape, he went from dad bod to god bod. And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only. Oh, spoke too soon.
Look at his helmet.
They're gonna get on like a house on fire.
The old ex-girlfriend.
What's it been, like 3-4 years?
8 years.
Aw.
6 months, give or take.
Oh.
Am I sensing feelings?
The only ones who God care about
Oh.
is themselves.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So this is my vow. All gods will die.
Look how weird he looks.
I just want to say that was very, very impressive what you did back there.
He's just my first bad guy.
You never forget your first.
Oh.
You are not like the other gods of kill.
Oh.
Because I have something worth fighting for.
Oh.
Let's see who you are and take off your disguise. And flick.
Oh, flick too hard, damn it!
Should we help him? And eventually, great.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn. There's a lot to unpack there.
So do you think they're gonna like make it out as if Jane and Thor are gonna get back together again? Or do you think do you think Siv's gonna be in it and that they're actually gonna do the Siv and Thor relationship?
I don't know.
Because she's supposed to be in this, isn't she?
Who?
Siv.
I don't think so.
She not.
I don't think so.
Because they've done the Natalie Portman thing a few times where like they were together, then they broke up, then they're together, then they broke up, and it's like okay,
Yeah.
come now.
Alt F9. Let me just record this. Yeah. So there's a few things to unpack. Firstly, someone pointed out to me in the last. Did I point out, or did someone point out Strongest Avenger?
Yeah.
Got
Yeah, you
Strongest
pointed that out.
Avenger. That's funny. I like that. But something that was actually spoiled for me in this trailer is he's got a tattoo on his back, and it's Loki's helmet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cute, isn't it?
he's got to do it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
First it was the hair, then it was the tattoo.
He's getting a bit ridiculous now, isn't he? If he didn't look ridiculously godlike before, he looks more godlike now, doesn't he? So I saw that.
I like that, the grey. I like that, and then there's like the little flecks of colour.
Yeah. Seems like colour's going to be a big part of
Like,
it.
I love that.
So, Taika
Is
Waititi.
she using... Is she using his bolt? There.
Oh, she might be using Zeus's bolt, aye. Yeah.
She definitely is, isn't she?
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
is that why they're going? Is that like one of the only things that can kill him or something, do you think?
Maybe.
That's why they need it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a god.
Mhm.
And it's actually, I don't remember what it's called, but he's one of Thor's friends.
I mean, how could you be friends with that?
He's friends with a big stone thing.
I know the big stone thing's a little, it's a little
I
more
don't.
believable.
I don't. Yeah.
The big stone thing's a little more believable considering he's roughly of the same height
Yeah, he's humanoid.
compared to that big thing that could like squish you if it stepped on you.
Yeah. So, Taika Waititi said Christian Bale's the scariest MCU villain.
I mean, I can see it.
Yeah. So he doesn't look like Gorr the God Butcher, because Gorr the God Butcher looks more alien. Like his face doesn't look humanoid.
Yeah.
But I like the look of him. As someone who's like, this looks like he's sort of setting out on his journey.
Well, this looks.
Where's that gone?
That could be like. Is that like a flashback? Because it looks like he has loads of scars in his face.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
so is that like a?
So here is him at the start of his vow. That's him saying
I
he's
wonder
gonna.
if it's something to do with Zeus.
Maybe makes it seem like it, doesn't it?
Because why would they need to go to Zeus?
Like, look at that. Looks like Voldemort there. Ugh.
Jeez.
Then there's a bit later on. I'm chuffed that Christian Bale's in it. So, ugh. Creepy. You're creepy. It makes it seem like the Guardians aren't going to be in it for very much.
Yeah, it seems like they're in it at the beginning and then they eventually
Yeah.
leave.
They're going to leave as soon as Jane becomes a big element. I'd like to see.
I also want to point out as well, Natalie Portman is absolutely ripped in this.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'd like to see Anakin Force Choker now.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, she looks good. I also love his suit. The new look of his
It's
suit.
very like Guardians-y.
I don't. I know. Yeah.
I like her suit as well. I like Valkyrie's suit.
Yeah. Just the look of it in general. It's very pretty, isn't it? Where was the shot? Hold on. Look at his. Look at his helmet.
We were saying about whether or not they're going to do like a comic accurate
Yeah.
suits and stuff, and they've been doing it a lot recently.
Yeah. Because they look good. It's like they seem to be obsessed with this idea that the comic accurate suits don't look very good, and they do. They do. Who was that?
That was that Jane on?
The Pegasus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. I wonder what the story with Mjolnir is going to be.
Where are they? What do you mean?
Like how she gets Mjolnir, because you can still see the cracks. So is it like how like I wonder if like I'm just curious to know how like she becomes. What is it? Is it the Mighty Thor? That's what she's called, isn't it?
Is she?
Something
I
like
can't
that.
remember. Is she not called like Lady Jane or something?
Yeah, I'm just curious to know how she gets the powers and then how she gets Mjolnir.
Yeah. It's thing, isn't it? Because she's going to have to become worthy, but they have to get around the fact that the Mjolnir is destroyed.
Yeah.
So how do they get around Mjolnir being destroyed? Maybe it's like it fixes itself because she's so worthy. Maybe she's more worthy than Thor is. Maybe she does something that's more worthy. So it fixes
As well,
it.
it looks like later on when they're in Olympus, I guess it is, wherever Zeus is.
Yeah.
Looks like she kind of Mjolnir like breaks off and like hits people.
Yeah, like it breaks. Yeah.
Like it's still obviously not fully repaired, so like bits of it break off and like.
She's got a cool sword. Let's see if I can find that bit that you were talking about.
It'll have been there, won't it?
It's about there, isn't it? Yeah.
There, see, it looks like bits of it break off potentially. Potentially, if it is Mjolnir she's using, might not be.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah,
His-
it
his-
is.
his
It's
neck
Mjolnir.
there.
She's holding it there.
Yeah.
So it's like bits of. She can like project bits of it,
Break it off and
and then it comes back
refix
together.
it. Well, that's interesting. It's a new way of doing Mjolnir, isn't it?
Because then it wouldn't just be one person; it would be like a bunch, wouldn't it? So then, as well,
Weird.
though, it makes it seem like Thor isn't worthy because he goes to get it, and then it goes to Jane. So is it like
So is it a case of
he's,
Jane's more worthy than he is?
I mean, obviously, I imagine he's still worthy, but
Yeah.
is that just like a planet he destroys?
Yeah, Taika Waititi's been building up Christian Bale quite a lot. And there is an element of like, you know, you need to build up your villain, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine Christian Bale would have gotten involved with this if the script wasn't good. Because he's like, he's a really good actor. He's good at picking
Good script.
good scripts. So I assume it's going to be good. I don't know though if Gorr is going to survive this. Is he going to be one of those villains that isn't in it?
That's
for very
in it
long?
and then dies straight away.
It would be a shame because Christian Bale is a good actor.
It would be a shame, but also with it, I feel like with a villain like Gorr, the way they're building them up, he potentially might have to die. Kind of like Hela.
Yeah.
It's that you can't have this crazy powerful being and them survive, because what would stop them going after you again?
Unless they got some crazy, you know, god thing that
Can
contain him. I just like how he's. It's the idea after the teaser was the general idea that I had about it was he's going on a rampage, Gorr the God Butcher, and he's killing gods as he does, and he's made a threat to the Olympians, and Thor essentially goes there to try and help them. But what I might end up doing is it might end up flipping it on its head and going, well, in reality, the actual bad guy here is the Olympians.
Oh, you think it'll pull like an Uno reverse thing where it's like that?
I don't think it'll be so crazy
It
as
might.
to. Shut up! I don't think it'll be so crazy as to go sort of like. Shut up! I don't think it'd be so crazy as to go. Gorr's actually the good guy, and Zeus is the full bad guy. I don't think it'll be like that, but I think it'll be like.
Is your chair going down?
Yeah. It's breaking. This video's falling to pieces.
Yeah.
But I think it'll go So you might want to try and look at it from Gorr's side.
So it might show you like the
God's sake.
his like origin story, like how he ended up.
Yeah. I think it is going to show you his
It
origin.
might be something like he was an Olympian, but like he got kicked out, you know, like.
Or his family got killed. I'm pretty sure that is some part of that is his story. His family gets killed or something, and he just kills all gods.
What if it's something to do with Jane though? Like, what if he's targeting Jane? They do a thing where it's like, oh, there's like another Thor, and Thor's like, well, that's stupid. He then finds Jane. It's like
There's a lot of elements that I think there seems to be a lot of elements in it, and I can't quite piece how everything's going to come together. But I do trust Taika Waititi to do a good job. They've all said they think it's good, and I know most of the time people do say that it's good, but you can generally see when people are pretending to like something. But I do hope it's good.
I think it'll be good. I'm just curious to know like how they're gonna do it, especially Jane. That's kind of the one I'm kind of like on the fence about, especially with Mjolnir. I'm kind of like, okay, well, does Mjolnir like get fixed and then she becomes Thor, or does she?
Is her becoming Thor what
fixes it? I'm like, okay, how are they gonna? Because why didn't it get fixed when Thor? Like, why didn't it fix itself earlier? Like, I have a lot of questions, so it'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Yeah, I also hope to get the balance right between comedy and scary, because I want Gorr to be scary.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to be there like making jokes and stuff.
Yeah, like that shot you saw. I'm trying to find it where it looks like
He's coming out
Voldemort.
of, like the goo vine stuff.
Yeah. Dog, are you joking?
What?
It's farted. And it's absolutely revolting. Yeah, like that shot. It's really painting him as quite a scary villain. But I don't want this to be like a Surtur. I don't want him to be like a Surtur. Like when Thor's hanging and he's taking the mick out of him. I want the likes of Thor and Jane and Valkyrie and Korg. I want all of them to be scared of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't mind if there was one, like, because Korg is like a comedic character, so I wouldn't mind if he was making jokes and stuff, but...
I think Korg should die. Not in a horrible way, but if it could, like when you said that there, what you made me think of is it would be good if they made you think, oh well, Korg's going to be himself, he's going to make little jokes and stuff,
And then he ends up dying.
and then Gorr just kills him, and it's like, now make your jokes, and everyone will be kind of like, okay, let's not piss this one off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a different way, that's sort of like, because Korg never really interacted with Thanos. He never, he never interacted with many of the big bad villains. He might not interact with Gorr. I can imagine Gorr just interacting with Thor, Jane, and Valkyrie. Maybe a handful, maybe some of the Olympians.
I think the thing is as well though, there needs to be like in Marvel movies, I think one of the only like few issues Marvel movies have is like very little characters ever die. And it kind of sometimes it's like, okay, we have like this next big bad guy who like is like really evil and like they've done all this stuff, and it's like you're kind of like, okay, well, what, like
They
don't
invested.
end up killing any of like the main characters, which isn't obviously what you want, but it would definitely kind of make you go, oh crap, like they are like a big deal. So if someone like Korg died, I would be like, okay, obviously they're taking him as like a serious bad guy, and I'd give even more motivation to Thor and Valkyrie and stuff.
Well, in that scenario, they probably surely want someone more than Korg. Valkyrie.
I don't think they would kill Valkyrie.
Well, where's our story going to go after this?
I don't think they'll kill her though. I think it's a bit too soon for her to die.
I know what you mean though about villains not. They say
It's like that was the thing with Thanos. Like he literally killed half the universe. You were kind of like, okay, we get it.
We take this one
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah.
You know, he literally crushed Vision's animatronic skull, so it's like, yeah, we get it. Okay, he's like a big bad.
He pretty much had
Yeah.
Iron Man dead.
But then it's like you have other characters kind of where you just like,
Yeah. Like Ultron never killed anyone.
like
Loki
he killed Quicksilver. That was a shocker one. For that one.
Yeah, I suppose.
But that's why I like, because like I know, spoiler alert as well if you haven't seen it, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
In the Multiverse of Madness, I feel like that was one of the things they did right in that movie, in the sense that Wanda was killing people. In order for her to be like a serious bad guy, she needed to.
Yeah.
And that was part that I didn't particularly like it, because it's like, it's not nice to see characters that, especially characters that have just been introduced, die. But it's like you're kind of like, oh crap, like she's, you know, serious, and they need to take her seriously. So I hope they do that with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I want this to be good for Christian Bale. Because apparently, I don't know if it was his kids or his nephew and niece, or people were saying you need to be in Marvel. So he went out of his way to try and get involved with the Marvel project. And he picked Thor. I would pick a Thor project.
To be fair, you're working with Taika Waititi, you're working with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
That's like enough.
Yeah.
Even if you're only in the movie once.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah, they've got Batman. Joins the pantheon of actors in Marvel and DC. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, so that was us reacting to the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder. Let us know what you think down in the comments. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think the plot's going to be? What do you think the crack's going to be with Mjolnir? Do you think Gorr the God Butcher is going to die? Do you think he's going to be a good villain? Do you think that someone like Korg or Valkyrie or Jane or Thor or someone needs to die in order for us to take Gorr seriously? If not, tell us another way how you think they could make him a serious threat without killing any of the main characters. Then like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. There'll be 2 videos all week this week. Anything else you want to say?
I didn't mean that he has to kill one of the main characters, just that he has to kill characters.
They might just
So he could just show up in Olympus and just like...
might just have a montage of him killing gods.
That'd be enough. It's just, my point was, it's just you don't always see villains killing people.
Yeah.
But I feel like you need to in order to kind of...
build up a big one.
To kind of... It's just to go, okay, like obviously they're taking him seriously, you know, unless it's like...
Yeah. But with Gorr as well, Gorr's a big one because he's not like you know, he's not like a villain that you can just get away with on a basic level. He's a cosmic threat. He's killing gods. He's not just killing like Captain America. I know that might upset a few people. He's not just killing a man. He's killing gods here.
Yeah.
So we have to have reasons to be taking them seriously. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.